We all think we know the United States before we ever step foot in it. We consume the movies, the music, and the television shows, absorbing this polished, perfectly packaged version of American life. But landing here is a different story. The moment you step out of the airport, that cinematic illusion cracks. You immediately start rubbing up against the strange, everyday frictions of how this country actually operates on the ground. You expect the basic systems of daily life to be standardized. Instead, you find a society where the rules of the road, literally and figuratively, vary depending on exactly where you happen to be standing. So how does the most heavily exported visible culture on Earth operate on internal systems that completely ignore global norms? The earliest culture shock hits exactly where you least expect it: basic measurement. The entire rest of the modern world agreed on a unified way to measure reality, and the US simply went its own way. Instead, the physical infrastructure relies on the imperial system. Look at the roads. You gauge your commute in miles, and you track your speed in miles per hour. This map shows almost the entire globe illuminated by the metric standard. It is a highly unified network. Then you have the United States, sitting geographically isolated, clinging to a measurement system almost no one else uses. This schematic breaks down how that isolation forces a mental reset for newcomers. You have to calculate your travel distance in miles, measure your body weight in pounds, and figure out your human height in a mix of feet and inches. This stubborn grip on feet and pounds establishes a baseline rule of American culture. The country builds its operating procedures in deliberate isolation from the rest of the world's standards. That defiance doesn't stop at the border. It turns entirely inward. From the outside, America looks like a single top-down entity. Inside, it behaves like 50 separate jurisdictions stacked on top of each other. Take the language you are hearing right now. Most outsiders assume English is mandated by law, but the federal government has never declared an official national language. Without a rigid, top-down linguistic mandate, local communities adapt on their own. You end up with civic environments adapting to whoever actually lives there, displaying multiple languages on public signs to accommodate a genuine global melting pot. That local adaptation creates a massive hurdle at the cash register, resulting in what newcomers quickly label the price tag lie. In most other consumer markets, the number you see on the shelf is the amount you hand the cashier, taxes included. Here, the sticker price is just a starting suggestion. This receipt breakdown shows why. The base price suddenly splits apart because tax rates fluctuate based on a patchwork of overlapping state, county, and municipal jurisdictions. Because governance is heavily localized, calculating a single, unified national price tag is mathematically impossible. What kind of physical society emerges in the absence of a unified, standardized monolith? The drive-thru stands as a primary piece of physical infrastructure, engineered specifically to serve the car. Entire industries adapt to keep you behind the wheel. You pull up to massive, illuminated banking facilities to handle sensitive financial transactions without ever unbuckling your seatbelt. The system pushes convenience to its logical extreme. You can even sign a legally binding marriage contract and exchange vows through a car window. This need to control your immediate environment extends right down to a simple glass of water. The American obsession with cups packed to the brim with solid ice is a symptom of hyper-customized consumerism. The temperature, the size, and the delivery method must be tailored exactly to personal preference. These sprawling roads and car-bound errands create a pervasive personal bubble. It is an entire physical ecosystem designed to let citizens avoid sharing standardized space or collective experiences with the group. Those imperial miles, the overlapping taxes, the multilingual street signs, and the endless drive-thru lanes all grow from the exact same cultural root. To navigate the initial culture shock, you have to abandon the expectation of a streamlined, predictable national machine. You aren't dealing with a monolith. The American system is a decentralized landscape, masquerading to the world as a single, unified entity. Successfully existing here means learning to navigate a complex, localized puzzle, one built around personal freedom and